Hello, welcome back. My name is Tyra,
I'm Jay.
and we are playing more Dragon Age Inquisition.
Yes. Yes.
And
We're going to go up the mountain, we're going to go back down the mountain, and then we're going to find some rams and feed some people who are starving and they need ram meat.
to survive.
They need
That's
ram.
something that's just, so funny to me.
Why?
Oh no, just the fact that you laughed a little bit. I just thought that was really,
Aw, you think I'm cute.
I do. Oh no.
There's a body!
There is a body.
Gasp.
There's a letter.
Ooh, I want to read it.
Yeah. Grandma's cabin key. All right.
A letter found on a dead body. Brother, I have fled the circle, but I want no part of this mad rebellion. The Templars and my brethren have both gone mad, and their war has torn us apart, torn apart the very sky. Some of the other isolationists suggest fleeing, and I shall follow their example. It has been too long since I saw you, and it cannot be safe in Haven. If you can make it past the bandits and demons, join me at grandmother's old home northwest of the crossroads. With your blade and my staff, we can get through this together.
Bum bum bum.
Bum, bum, bum.
And then he died.
And then he died.
And let's go stop a rift.
Okay.
And then we can go get some
Ram's meat. Ram's meat. Meat from the ram.
Oh look, more elfroot.
Ramsey. Well, we never found out what elfroot does.
Oh, you want? Yeah.
Yeah, let me read it. Can I? I mean, you can.
Crafting material.
Or I can. I mean, but you can. if you
Elfroot.
want. Let me do it. Elfroot was first used by the elves of Arlathan, hence the name. The root gave their medicines particular efficacy. So when the Imperium conquered the elves, what the hell? The magisters adopted its use and its popularity spread to all corners of the empire. Elfroot is a hardy plant. It's hardy. Oh, the plant's so hardy. With large green leaves that grows wild in many places, it's so common that it tends to show up in most gardens and fields, almost like a weed. Unlike a weed, however, most people appreciate having access to the wonderful little plant. The roots can be used with very little preparation. Rubbing some of the juice on a wound, for example, will speed up healing and numb pain. And chewing on a slice of root treats minor ailments like indigestion, flatulence, and horse throats. Throats that are horses. No, it's spelled correctly. Horse throats. Horse throats. There are several varieties, but the most useful for herbalists are the bitter gossamer and royal elf roots. An excerpt from the Botanical Compendium by Ines Arancia, botanist. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Hardy. That's some
Yeah,
hardy.
it reminds me of It reminds me of ashwagandha.
Ashwagandha. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, we're so close. We just need 3 more. I can count.
I mean, it's a bit more impressive than ashwagandha.
Well, yeah, because this is like
you rip it out of the ground and you rub it on somebody and they're like, oh, I feel better, thanks. Like immediately.
I mean, that's the same thing that happens with the ashwagandha roots.
Okay, I want to spin you a tale real fast.
Okay.
Okay, so they discovered it when they conquered the elves.
Yep.
And it grows like a weed.
Yep.
And it's all over this place.
Sure.
So we are walking on elf land.
Yeah, actually. That is correct. Not all elves are slaves, but most elves that are kind of stolen from their land are. So there are the Dalish elves, who are the forest elves that have stayed in the forest, and they're great and they're happy and they're good. They
Is
have nature
Solace
magic.
one of them?
I think so. I don't remember his backstory.
Traded an old ring for a little more.
Okay.
We're gonna talk to them.
Nope.
Are they
Apparently not.
refugees?
I don't know. They don't let us talk to them.
Huh.
But I don't remember his backstory. I think he was a Dalish. I don't know. Usually the Dalish have tattoos marking them as Dalish.
So what you're saying is that we need to check Solace for some tats.
Ew. But sure, if you want. We'll get a chance to talk to all of them when we're back on our settlement again, and you can like ask him about his backstory. No. I just don't remember.
Baby, run away! He has a sword.
I ain't running away. I ain't a bitch. He's a bitch. Boom. Bitch.
Baby.
He's dead now. It's fine.
Okay.
Cool.
You just made me think of Has-Been Hotel. Bitch.
That was.
I don't often hear you say the B word.
That's fair. That's very fair. I don't know where that's coming from. Oh, it's coming from over here. Yeah, it's elfroot.
Oh, that plant's so hardy. Wow.
So in the first game, you can kind of choose your person, your race, kind of like in this game, where it's like you can be a dwarf, you can be a Quinara, you can be a human, you can be an elf.
Mm-hmm.
The first game kind of has that kind of concept as well. And if you choose an elf, you are living in basically a grotto. I think it's called a grotto. You basically live in a ghetto, and it's a very obvious, like, elves are black people in this universe. You know, they're not treated very well because of how they look, because of their magic use. People really fear them, even though most mages use nature magic, and only some of them use blood magic. But because of those, you know, that smaller group of blood magic users, it makes it so that all elves are looked at poorly, because they can do something that normal mundane people can't do. So, you know, but of course not all mages are elvish at all. It's just that most elves are born with some kind of magic, and people don't like that very much. Oh, sweet. Shit.
And then we can fast travel, right?
Mm-hmm.
So convenient.
It is so convenient.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, in the first game you get to choose that, and it's like it gets you going. It's like woof, you know, it's like a very oof moment, because you just happen to be in the wrong place at the wrong time, and these like dick bags are like, well, we are the leaders, not the leaders, we're like soldiers in this this city that you live in, and we want you to come to our house and we're going to rape you. And it's just like this horrible thing that thrusts you into the world of what it's like to be an elf living in the city, and it's just horrific.
That
and
sucks.
yeah. And in the second game, you weren't allowed to play anything but a human.
Maybe this will help.
And that is what it is, you know, whatever. Yeah, you can.
I didn't think much of the Inquisition, but no one else is helping like you lot. Maybe
Yes, you were.
Good job, baby.
Oh, yeah.
You got a thing.
Hell yeah. You can choose to go to Value Rio. We had the power, which is what we've been doing all these quests for, to get us out of this area and be
Oh.
like, hey, let's go to a different area. We can do quests there. We can unlock cool stuff there. And then we can always come back if you want. So that's what they were like, hey, we have the power. Do you want to go do this other thing?
Well, what other quests do we have to do?
So this is where you can get a horse. You have to go through a ton of little side quests to get said horse for the Inquisition. But that is something that they told you that you need to do.
I would like to stop the fighting and get a horse.
Okay.
And by stopping them from fighting, you mean kill all of them.
Hell yes. That is what the Inquisition does.
Oh.
No one suspects the Inquisition.
Kill now, ask questions later. Very inquisitive of them. Investigate. People are cold?
Cool, bye.
Okay, so we have to stop the people. We have to stop the people from killing each other, and then we can get to the horse guy.
We can just go straight to the horse guy if we want. But yes, basically. Power. Stabilize areas by sealing Fade Rifts, expand the reach of the Inquisition by setting up new camps, and complete quests to gain power and influence. Spend power on scouting operations at the war table to unlock new opportunities. That's what I was talking about with Freldin or Valrio.
Okay.
Gaining enough influence increases the rank of your Inquisition and grants you access to unique perks, which you can only get at certain milestones of your settlement power. And those perks can do anything.
Should you be fast traveling right now?
Nah, I have to run. There's a quick camp over here.
Oh. Is it red because you haven't found it yet?
Yes.
Oh, sweet.
And those things can be like, oh, do
Careful, there's a
merchants
skull nearby.
merchant stuff like
So, set up camp or keep moving?
no man, we're gonna set up. So do merchant stuff and get a 5% bonus off of your stuff at stores or whatever,
Oh, cool.
So they're useful. They're very useful. You can only get them every couple things. So this is that skull thing that you're I don't want to go there.
What is that?
What
is that? Look, it's so pretty.
Uh-huh.
There's a jewel in it, and it's glowing.
Looks like. Let's look through it.
Yeah, okay.
The skull illuminates certain objects in the distance.
What?
I'm not familiar with such magic. Of course, it had to be a skull that lights up creepy.
Cool.
So I'm going slow so you can see it. So when you do it, you'll know what to look for.
The red things.
The
Oh,
shiny things.
I see that. Oh.
So shards spotted. It'll tell you how many you have and then how many you need. And we have all 4. So we're good.
Are we supposed to go to those places where the shards were?
Yep. They are,
Are they usually a part of one whole mission?
there are many inside of one area. There is a certain map that will tell you more about that, but you get a quest for it at whichever thing.
Okay.
This is finding a Templar in the west. This is not stopping the fighting.
Is that, does that have to do with the shinies?
No.
This is just something random?
This is a quest that was given to us.
I thought we already found the Lost Templar. The Lost Mage, the Lost whatever.
No. It just says Templar to the west. Locate the Templar camp along the western road. I assume to get allies.
Oh. Okay, well, we're in the area. Let's head towards the next one, and, if we run into him, then we run into him. This map depicts a bridge with 4 pillars and a waterfall under a tree. Oh. Baby, try to walk through the waterfall.
Well, this one doesn't have 4 pillars in front of it.
Oh. Okay. We should go down. The water's going down. I don't see any other...
Remember, we're trying to find...
Why are you in the middle of a lake?
Oops.
What did you just do?
I forgot.
Did you just drown?
Swim.
You can't swim?
Nope.
What?
I cannot swim.
Were you raised in, what?
I know.
A desert?
It's so sad.
Why can you not swim?
I just can't. They didn't want me to swim, so I cannot swim.
That's okay.
And there are no boats in this game either.
What? That's crazy.
I know. It's so sad.
That's crazy talk. Is this the same as making up camp? Ooh, this is the first stanza.
All right.
Saga of Tyrda, Bright Axe, Avar Mother, first stanza. Tell the terror of Tyrda, Bright Axe, Mountain Maker Spirit's Bridge. Free her people forged in fastness, made in mountains hardy hide. Wise in wisdom, calm in counsel, great in gifts her grateful guests. Sacrificed she did in 2 spirits, took their teachings, followed quests. Bright her axe on breaking crystal, stirred to flame when temper flies. Gifted from her leaf-eared lover, laughing lady of the skies. Bested blades of all who tried, maiden spurning all requests, teared a bright axe dreamer's eyes, Avar mother of her making.
That doesn't rhyme. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah, well. It's hard to rhyme back in the day.
The Orlesian Empire. There are many lords and ladies in Val Royeaux, and I mean this literally. Once the system of noble titles in Orlais was labyrinthine. There were barons and baronies and baronets and sir barons and a horde of others, each with its own origin and its own nuances of comparison. The Orlesian aristocracy is ancient and much given to competition. All nobility play the grand game, as it is known, whether they wish to or not. It is a game of reputation and patronage, where moves are made with rumors and scandal is the chief weapon. No gentle game, this. More blood has been drawn as a result of the grand game than any war the Orlesians have fought. Of this I am assured by almost every gentleman here. As far as titles went, everything changed with the coming of Emperor Draken, who established the Orlesian Empire as it exists now, and who created the Chantry. There is no more venerated figure in Orlais. In Val Royeaux, the statue of Drakon stands as tall as the statue of Andraste. Drakon determined that the grand game was tearing Orlais apart, so he abolished all titles besides his own. And Lord and Lady, I am told, with some twittering amusement, that this action did not end the grand game as Drakon had intended. Now, the lords and ladies collected unofficial titles rather than official ones, such as the exalted patron of Tassus Clay or uncle to the champion of Tremé. It is a headache to remember such titles, and one winces to think of the poor doormen at the balls who must rattle them off as such guests enter the room. The aristocracy is different from Ferelden in other ways as well. The Orlesians' right to rule stems directly from the Maker. There exists neither the concept of rule by merit nor the slightest notion of rebellion. If one is not noble, one aspires to be, or at least aspires to be in the good graces of a noble, and is ever watching for a way to enter the patronage of those better placed in the grand game. And then there are the masks and the cosmetics. I have not seen such paint since the kennels at ever high. But that is another story. From Beyond the Frostbacks by Ban Teoric of West Hill 920 Dragon.
Well, someone's fighting it up.
It sounds like a Civil War reenactment.
Have you ever been to one?
Maybe. My dad might have taken me when I was young, but I don't remember anything. Maybe I was too violent. I think I just went to a lot of Civil War museums. And they had audio of, it basically sounded like this.
That's fair.
Just a bunch of guys going, rabble, rabble, rabble. Dun dun, dun dun dun, dun 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 dun. Who said stop fighting?
Yeah. Cassandra straight up was just like, oh look, a shard.
A shard of what?
That thing we found.
Interesting. I cannot say what.
Sharp-eyed.
There must be a reason the skull illuminated the object.
Cassandra was like, oh no, it's the mages that have like gone crazy.
Oh.
And Varric was like, well, the Templars don't look any better, Seeker, you know?
Yeah. Did they say that the thing you just picked up is part of the shard from the skull?
Yeah. No, it's that the skull illuminated the shard.
Yeah, so you found one of the four things that the skull was like, hey, come look at this.
Correct.
Okay.
Longbow, heavy adventure. Wait for Cassandra.
Claim this as your own, Fort Connor. Fort Connor was constructed by young Arl Aemon after the Orlesians were driven from Ferelden. It was named in honor of Aemon's father, who died at the Battle of West Hill, and after whom the Arl named his son. Aemon was determined for Redcliffe to stand as shining examples of Ferelden strength. He constructed Fort Connor to watch the King's Highway and protect the hinterlands against all enemies. It proved its fortitude against Darkspawn during the Fifth Blight, suffering damage only when the Darkspawn deployed emissaries. Aemon said proudly at the time that Fort Connor was, quote, unbreakable by anything short of magic, and for that, thank the Maker we have Templars. Excerpt from Living Redcliffe by Sister Dorcas Guerin. I wish I knew which one of these things were going to be women first, because I always get the gender opposite, you know?
Uh-huh.
I always do. Like, every time I do a man's voice, it's a lady. Here, you do this one.
Templar encampment. Brothers, we must listen to the call of the Maker himself, who has given us the duty to destroy these mages.
Yeah.
No. By their rebellion, they may have forfeited their right to live. They are not people, and any order that asks us to end this just and righteous battle is a lie.
Oh, no.
A test sent by him to separate the faithful from the foolish.
Oh my God.
Join us off the West Road and fight for a worthy cause. A letter written in a crisp and educated hand.
This is another one. We've just found a letter that was written in a crisp and educated hand. There is somebody writing all these letters out there, baby.
Yeah, who was just like...
We need to find a crisp and educated hand person. Hey, stop fighting. You tell him, baby. You tell him to stop it.
Oh, I'm gonna tell him. Boom. Dead.
That'll teach him to be naughty. Watch out behind you. Those are traps, aren't they?
Yep, they're ice traps. Very potent if you walk on them.
I learned that the hard way.
Oh, you ran into one already?
Yeah, I think it was last episode. Maybe it was the time. It was that one time I was trying to like walk away from a mission, and you were like, "Turn around, go back," and like we cut the whole thing. But at one point, I stepped on one of those, trying to kill somebody,
Aw.
and it like shard through me. And I was like lifted up in the air with like ice through all my limbs and stuff. It was terrifying.
Oh, well, damn, babe.
I mean, it's okay. I was okay. It was just, magic. Ooh. Get your
Where-
lockpick. Get your guy to
I'm
do.
just trying to figure out where they are because I didn't see them for a moment, and they seem to be in battle.
Yeah, there's one
So-
over there to your right, and then there's two over there to your left.
It's going
behind
on
you.
with my
Look at your mini map.
oh no, with my my horns here. Beautiful.
What is going on with your forehead?
There's something here. Oh, it's a shard. You can tell by the
Shard.
creepy ass noises it makes.
I don't hear any creepy noises. That, the whoo, whoo.
Oh, it's on the outside. Oh shit. Oh no. Oh fuck. Oh, it's right there.
Baby, that's fire!
It's fine. All right, I got it.
Ooh, get on the rafters.
I can't.
I'm such a billy goat. You can't? No?
No,
Okay.
no, I can't.
Dwarven runecraft.
We cannot read everything, sweetie.
We are reading everything.
Sweetie.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Yeah. It looks fascinating. Within the diamond quarter of the Orzammar lies the Shape Rate. A branch of dwarven society so ancient that the dwarves themselves do not know when or where it began. They are the keepers of history for a people who have never known the sun or seasons, and who track time by the lives and deaths of kings. But they are not mere historians, they are craftsmen. For the living history of the dwarves is not written, but forged. The memories, as the dwarves call their records, are runes painstakingly crafted from lyrium, which contains the actual thoughts of the shapers who made them. The making of runes is not restricted solely to the shapers. The most commonly useful kind are crafted by many members of the smith caste from lyrium and other magically reactive metals, and can imbue a variety of fascinating new properties to an item when properly applied, just as the runes of the Tevinter design do. But runes are found everywhere in dwarven artwork, and not all serve a practical purpose, at least not one that's known. They are carved onto houses and storefronts. They are embroidered on garments, etched in glassware, even painted on chamber pots. The meanings of the symbols themselves are sacred knowledge kept by the Shaper Eight. They are not, as many surface folk believe, the written language of the modern dwarves, but rather are remnants of a lost language that predates Orzammar.
Where's Mar?
The language, the Dwarven Kingdom, and even the tens of thousands of years of history recorded in the memories. Ooh, the Shape Rate recognizes the meanings of a few dozen Dwarven runes. Memory, obviously, is used for their record keeping. Many have not so much been translated as inferred. Runes which decorate both armor and load-bearing architecture might very well mean strength and endurance. New symbols are unearthed now and then in the fallen thags, brought back by the Legion of the Dead and jealously hoarded by the Shapers who struggle to find their uses and origins. Weird. Were these symbols an earlier version of the written Dwarven tongue, a language that fell into disuse, replaced by the modern King's tongue? It is hard to guess, and the memories offer us no wisdom. From In Pursuit of Knowledge, Travels of a Chantry Scholar by Brother Genevidity. Oh no, you've been flanked. You read for too long.
Excuse me, Solace. No! Fucking
Solace!
bitch! Alright, what am I doing?
What do you hate so much?
Locate the Templar camp.
We should be nice to Solace
Ew. Why?
because his people are basically enslaved.
How dare you make me like him? Oh. How dare you force me to like this man?
He's just a hippie.
He is a hippie. He's not that bad. People really like him, and I get it. I understand. I just...
How did he hurt you?
Well, you had to play the game, and
Oh.
you have to go through his like story quests
Oh,
and stuff.
okay. All right, cool. Maybe I will learn to hate him too.
You fight hard, Seeker.
We would be dead if I did not.
Cool. Great talk,
Did
guys.
we stop all the fighting? Does that count?
I'm trying to find it.
Are we not there yet?
No, I accidentally passed on a wrong way. But hey, look, there's another quest.
Oh,
Cold weather coming. Full villages. Where are their coats?
People are cold?
These refugees.
No. It looks like goddamn spring here. How are they cold?
These poor sods lost everything when the Templars went crazy. If we were in a village, I could just pinch a blanket off a clothesline and be fine. Out here, I'm sure the
I mean, that's
apothecaries
rude,
have
though.
supplies, just haven't been able to find them.
oh, these are the cold people we were supposed to go help,
Bye.
right?
Yes, they are, yes.
Okay. And maybe we could find them some blankets. Maybe next time?
Oh, yeah, I guess. If you really want that to happen. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Thank you for watching. We love you.
We love you. Happy holidays. And we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.